Yep. T minus 30, less than 30 seconds. T minus less than 30 seconds, folks. T minus less than 30 seconds. Actually, less than 15 coming approach. About to start in about, let's say, 10 seconds, folks. Yes, in about 10 seconds, we get ready to start. Get ready to start in 10 seconds, man. Talking about some things today, quite sure you guys enjoyed the game. Good evening to everyone. I'm not going to be here long. Very abbreviated show. Football season is almost over with. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Let me move this around here real quick. Hold on for a second. Let me move this up a little bit. Right there. All right, yeah, that's more like it. So, welcome to the show tonight, folks. A great day in football today. Of course, with the NFC. Well, 4 games this weekend. The NFC and AFC divisional round playoff games, NFL playoff games for this weekend. Of course, obviously with the Texans and Chiefs division round playoff game, which was the first game of the weekend. Also following the Commanders and Lions game as well. And tomorrow with the Rams and Eagles division round playoff game, which is the first game, and also with the Ravens and Bills during the later being the latter game of tomorrow. But tonight, here to just talk about the Chiefs and also the Commanders and Texans and Chiefs and Commanders and Lions game. Games also. A couple of NFL hires today. NFL news. The Falcons hiring Jeff Ulbrich, which has, who had the previous stint with the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously with Dan Quinn. Actually, he was on Dan Quinn's coaching staff. So it's kind of like Dan Quinn. It's like, Dan Quinn being the Falcons head coach and Raheem Morris and, Jeff Ulbrich back in Atlanta. Jeff Ulbrich being the defensive coordinator and also Raheem Morris, of course, being the being the head coach of the Falcons. Kind of like all the stuff tied in together, with Dan Quinn, right? But with the Commanders, they came out and commandeered, and commanded the playoff, the game tonight. But the first game tonight would be, obviously, of course, the Chiefs and the Texans game in Kansas City, cold outside. And, I don't think Kansas City was ready. I mean, not Kansas City, but Texas was ready for that type of weather right there, playing that tough weather. Go ahead and go into these scores real quick, and let's get into it. Of course, that was the first game of the afternoon. Texans 14, the Chiefs 23. Chiefs came in with a dominant performance. C.J. Stroud with 245 yards, passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But guess what? Joe Mixon with 88 yards 88 yards rushing, 1 touchdown for the Texans as well, which was relatively the only touchdown of the game. They coming back and kicking 2 field goals. Basically, Texas converting a 2-point conversion today, if I'm not mistaken. But also with the Texans with 3 sacks, Will Anderson Jr., of course, that beast that's on the Alabama beast, with 2 sacks today on the Chiefs. But the Chiefs' dominant performance, Patrick Mahomes, everybody keeps saying, everybody say, listen to what D'Amico Ryan says. It was us against everybody. Translation, us against, everybody. You got to play the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and they read everybody. And when you say everybody, is he talking about the refs? I'm just saying, you heard, if you saw the man post-game conference, man, I already said us versus everybody else. Hell, even at one point, even Skip Bayless made a comment talking about, it's been rumored and reported. I think I saw it on social media. I don't know if it's AI generated or someone just basically photoshopped it. Even Skip Bayless going in on them refs. So, then again, did the refs, did they look out for them Chiefs? They've been known for looking out for these Patriots and Tom Brady hit day. So, are the refs looking out for the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and all them. You looking out for all them? All these refs looking out for all them? But at any rate, let's go ahead and get back to it. I think, I don't know what's going on in Kansas City, but I'm going to go ahead and go over this stuff real quick. I seen some stuff in that game, like, I don't know about that, bruh. Patrick Mahomes, 177 passing, 1 touchdown, no interception. Kareem Hunt, 44 yards, rushing on 8 carries, and a touchdown with that. And also Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, homeboy, 117 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Also, I'm not going to lie. Here's my deal. George Kalifdis, 3 sacks today. And look, Kansas City, the Chiefs, 8 sacks today. Hey, now I'm not gonna lie, the Texans, they dominated in a lot of stacks, but except for the defensive sacks. I'm not gonna lie. CJ Stroud sacked 8 times today. Trust me, defense sacking 8 times, and you still, did a good thing in categories and statistics and stuff like that. I'm just saying, hey, the Chiefs, they came in today. Look, the Chiefs playing like they they going back to the Super Bowl. But we're going to have to find some stuff out tomorrow. So the Ravens and the Bills play tomorrow. So we're going to have to find some things out tomorrow, see who. You know what? I'm interested in seeing how this game is going to go down tomorrow with the Ravens and the Bills, because that's going to determine who I'm going to go for next week, depending on how they play tomorrow and how they win tomorrow. That's going to determine whether I get the Chiefs or not, predicting that they win. But moving on, but the Chiefs, y'all do got that energy. Chiefs, they advancing to the AFC Championship and will win that game. You already know they're going to the Super Bowl. Moving on to, the Commanders and Lions game. Man, the Commanders came in and, listen, let me tell you something. I've been telling y'all the whole time. Well, let me say this real quick. Let me go over this. The Commanders 45, the Lions 31. And it's almost like, and basically a high-scoring game, no defense was played. It's going to be very interesting to see how this goes down. Check this out. Jaden Daniels, 299 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson Jr., 77 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Jeremy Nichols with the touchdown. Also, Terry McLaurin, 87 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. The Yami Brown, 98 yards receiving, no touchdown. Zach Ertz with the touchdown as well. Also, with 2 sacks just for the Commanders. Ain't a bad outing. Putting up 45 points on the boys. Now Detroit, 31. Jared Goff. Guess what? 313 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. One of Jameer Gibbs, 105 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Jameson Williams, 61 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Also, Sam Laporta with a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 131 yards receiving, and also no touchdowns. But guess what? No sacks neither. But Jared Goff throwing those 3 interceptions today, turned the ball over 5 times. Also with the touchdown, with the pick 6 with the touchdown from Quan Martin from the Commanders, a 40-yard touchdown pick 6 return. Add to that 45 that the Commanders have. The Commanders, they got their energy. Guess what? They goes to the NFC Championship game. So let me say this real quick. Now, I've been saying this the whole year round, that the Lions were the scariest team in football. The way y'all played tonight, you guys are the suckiest team in football. I'm not saying y'all ain't good. Oh, you still good. But be though as it may, I'm not gonna lie. The Detroit Lions, the injuries call it with you guys tonight. 18 players on injury reserve. The injuries call it with the Lions. It call it with them. People been getting hurt all year long. Also, even the player got hurt tonight on that Detroit defense. Came out the game, plugged in another player. Aaron Glenn did a great job in coaching defense all this year for the Lions. He had nobody to work with. Bring him in on Wednesday, ready to play on Sunday, and they go and ball out. But I'm telling you right now, when you're playing a team as good, as talented as the Commanders, I'm telling you right now, those injuries call up with those guys. Dan Campbell, listen, hey, now here it is. I got to get Dan Quinn. Hey, look, I got to eat crow, and I got to give Dan Quinn his flowers. Dan Quinn, you coach like Dan Campbell tonight. Yes, you didn't look in the back. Listen, the 28-3 curse is relatively gone. He went for it on 4th down and got it. I think on one of them he got like a touchdown or 2. But Dan Quinn, 28-3 is out the back of your mind. You going to the NFC Championship, second time around. Y'all got their energy. I don't know who they're going to play tomorrow. I mean, I don't know who they're going to play next week. Again, it's one of them games I'm going to have to see tomorrow, see how well they play. I'll give a prediction on that. I'm yawning, y'all. I'm a little sleepy. But any rate, they do got the energy. Detroit, they just melted out. I mean, they had a good thing going, but Jared Goff just kept turning the ball over, giving the Commanders good field position. Also, when you playing the team as good as Commanders, you really got to have your A game on. And Jared Goff did a lot of matter of fact, I think he threw the ball twice into the end. He threw an interception into the end zone twice. So Detroit could have had some points if Jared Goff wouldn't have screwed it up all the way. So again, like y'all went from the scariest team to the sickest team. Jared Goff, he played like a goofball tonight. I mean, I don't know what you were thinking. It was the battle of the dance, and I said the Giants would win, but shocked me. But when I think the pick six almost relatively put a dagger in that whole game. When he threw that pick six, I think right then and there, I knew they were in trouble because Washington, with Jared Goff throwing the pick six and Quan Martin running back and Washington and the Commanders getting the ball back after halftime, I think they kind of set the tone of them winning the game and pretty much dominating the whole time. Detroit could not stop the run. I mean, Brian Robinson Jr. running the ball all over the place. They couldn't stop him. Jane Daniels getting out the pocket as well. How many yards did Jane Daniels get? Let me see something. Jane Daniels, he got 51 yards, but look, with those 51 yards, he got first down out those yards. So it wasn't like he was running for big, long yards, but those yards he was running for, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 times he was getting first down out those yards. 1 million yards, but 51 yards from a quarterback, and also some of those yards are, resulted in first downs, extending the drives. What happens is that that'll kill your defense. Your defense, it wears down at the end of the game, and we saw that with Detroit defense wearing down. They couldn't hang forever, and there it is right there. So the Commanders are going to the NFC Championship game. They got their energy, and Dan Quinn. I don't know. Well, I don't know who's gonna play. Well, I give my prediction tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But moving forward, let me segue to college real quick. Of course, you all know that the national championship game is on Monday night between Ohio State and Notre Dame. Notre Dame, they got a pretty decent defense. I just don't think Ohio State has too much firepower. They have a lot of firepower. I mean, Jeremiah Smith, Egbuka, Trevion Henderson. I mean, also Will Howard, the quarterback from Ohio State. Also, who is he? Jack Sparrow. I think it's Jack Sparrow. I know the defensive end from Ohio State. Pretty good defensive end. I like Ohio State, but I'll probably give my prediction again tomorrow. But move back to the NFL. Pretty interesting matchup tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get into the matchups tomorrow. Right here. All right, there it is. So with this, what was I going to say? Okay, now here's my deal. Okay, I kind of like the Ravens beating the Bills. That's gonna be interesting. But let me say this real quick. I got a feeling. Now, Philly, yeah, they're probably gonna win tomorrow. Philly's gonna win tomorrow. I don't think LA has enough firepower or and you know, the running back was Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. I forget who the tight end was. Who was the tight end? Goddard. Yeah, I think it's Goddard from the Eagles. Eagles have a lot of firepower with those two receivers. Also, not only that, hold on, let's think about this right here. Let's think about Kyrie Williams from the Rams. Also, Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, and also Cooper Kupp. But I just don't think, in Philly defense, I don't think that the Rams defense is going to have enough firepower or enough wit to, you know, beat that Philadelphia defense. I mean, the Eagles. No, not Philadelphia. No, I'm sorry, Eagles defense. Philadelphia Eagles, same thing. I just think that Philly defense is going to be dominant tomorrow. They're going to come out like game busters. Now, here's my deal. I think another upset of the weekend, even though it's not an upset, I have a feeling that Baltimore, I think Ravens will probably wind up beating Buffalo. I think it's next week, just in my opinion. I said I was going to watch the game tomorrow, see who's going to win that game. But I like the fact, I'm talking about next week. But I do like the fact that I do see the Ravens beating the Bills again. And you know, they played each other once already. I do see the Ravens beating the Bills tomorrow, and them going to the NFC Championship game. But I had to watch those games just to, you know, get my prediction, you know, on the NFC Championship games next week. Now I got my picks in, but however, anything can change, everything can change. But the fact that the Commanders are going, this crazy. They're like on the cusp of the Super Bowl with the first year head coach, you know, with the new head coach, and Dan Quinn. He coached before. He is a Super Bowl coach, so he has been there before. Also with Jaden Daniels, a rookie, Heisman Trophy winner, number 2 pick in NFL draft. I mean, what better story can you write with that? With Jaden Daniels. But I do like the fact that the Commanders are going. And this, hold up, define irony. Check this out right here. Let's just say, for instance, if the Bills beat the Ravens tomorrow, they go to the NFC Championship game. I mean, I'm sorry, not NFC, but AFC Championship game. They play they beat the Chiefs. The Commanders, let's just say the Eagles win tomorrow, or the Rams. What's it? Whatever team win tomorrow. I like the Eagles winning. But let's just say they go to the NFC Championship game and the Commanders beat those guys. It would be the Bills and the Commanders in a Super Bowl. The first time in 33 years. No, 33 years ago, they played each other in a Super Bowl. 33 years ago, the Bills and they were the Redskins at the time, and the Commanders. And what's crazy about it, tonight, it marks the 33rd anniversary where the Commanders beat the Lions in the NFC Championship game 33 years ago. But now it's to the point where the Commanders, and they won that game 33 years ago back in Washington, but this time they won in Detroit. So it would be crazy for the Bills and the Commanders to meet in the Super Bowl. That would be stupid right there. But I kind of like the games today. I mean, like I said, a lot of things going on in that Chiefs game today. But like I said, my picks for tomorrow will be again, it will be the Eagles. I like the Ravens to win, not convincingly. I think it's going to be a game down to the wire. I think with that game, there's going to be a lot of defense played in that game. I don't think it's going to be like a 30-35 to something type game like it was last time when the Ravens played the Bills. So I do think Derrick Henry's going to have a breakout. I mean, going to be busting up. James Cook going to be busting him up. You know, he's in stride. So, you know, it's going to be a good game tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning into the show tonight. Like I said, I wasn't going to be long. And watch the national championship game on Monday. Like I said, I got Ohio State winning. I'll probably give my prediction tomorrow. I'll be back on here tomorrow after the after the Bills and Ravens game. Yeah. I'm sorry. After the Ravens and Bills game, I'll be back on here tomorrow after that game. Just giving my commentary, giving my predictions for, you know, next week, NFC Championship game next week. So, you know, hey, we winding down the last football game of the year college football game is on Monday. Of course, you know, we're down to the wire. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually got 5 more games. We got 2 more divisional round playoff games, and then we also have the conference championship games next week, and then 2 weeks after that, it's a Super Bowl in New Orleans. So, you know, hey, we winding down, y'all. I got some things coming up for 2025. It's gonna be a big year. I got some, I got some free merch I'm giving out. So just look out for the free merch. I'm gonna have it on. So, you know, subscribe. I'm giving out some merch to some of my people and everything. So, you know, just stay tuned. This is my show for the night. I'm gonna get with y'all later. Peace out. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Goodbye.